What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Geraldine. This is God's Table, where we dive deep into biblical truths that will completely transform how you see your current situation. Today, we're talking about a verse that will shift your perspective on where you see yourself versus where God is taking you. I'm talking about Psalm 66, verse 12. And this is going to blow your mind because it explains why your journey has been so intense, why the pressure has been so real, and why it feels like God is not rescuing you from every difficult situation you're in or you've been in. Spoiler alert, God is not trying to keep you comfortable. He's trying to make you wealthy. He wants to make you wealthy. He's trying to get you wealthy. And here is the verse that's going to change everything for you. Psalm 66 and verse 12. And I read, "You let people ride over our heads. We went through fire and water, but you brought us to a wealthy place, to a place of abundance." Can I read that again for you? You let people ride over our heads. We went through fire and water, but you brought us to a place of abundance. Did you catch that? God allowed the pressure. He permitted the fire. He let you go through the water. But here's the plot twist. It wasn't to destroy you. It wasn't to make you suffer. It was taking you to your wealthy place. And everything you've been through was part of the journey. Everything you're currently going through is part of the journey. It's part of the journey. Let me break down what the psalmist is really saying here. When he says you let people ride over our heads, he's talking about the oppression. He's talking about pressure. He's talking about people taking advantage of you. When he mentions fire and water, he's talking about the two most destructive forces in ancient times. Fire burns everything, and water drowns everything. But here's the truth. He's not complaining about it. He's explaining it. He's saying, God, you allowed this to happen because you were taking us to somewhere better. And this is a word for someone. God allowed the betrayal. He allowed the accusation. He allowed the divorce. He allowed everything that you've been through, the loss, and what you're currently going through. He's allowing it because he is taking you to somewhere better. Do you know what fire looks like in 2025? Fire is like that toxic job that's burning you out, but it's teaching you everything you don't want in your career. And water is like that relationship that nearly drowned your self-worth, but it showed you everything that you deserve. It showed you that you don't deserve to be talked to like this. You don't deserve to be taken advantage of. You don't deserve to always have to over-explain yourself before somebody can understand you. It showed you what you truly deserve. Fire is that business that failed, that led you financially stressed, but gave you experience, the experience you needed for your next venture. And water is that season of depression that felt like you were drowning, but developed a resilience in you that nothing can break. Can we just take a few seconds and say, God, thank you for the fire. Thank you for the water that did not consume me, that did not drown me, but made me a better person. And it's taken me into a better place, taking me into my wealthy place. Now, I think about a story I heard about Jessica. She's a millennial who went through what she calls her fire season. She got laid off from her dream job. Relationship ended. She had to move back in her parents' house at the age of 28. She left people riding over her head, former colleagues getting promoted while she was unemployed, friends posting their perfect lives on social media while she was curbing in her parents' apartment and struggling. But here's what she discovered. The fire burnt away her need for external validation. And the water in that difficult time taught her how to swim in uncertainty. And a few years later, she opened her own consulting firm that makes her 3 times more than what she was earning in her dream job. That fire wasn't punishment after all. It was just preparing her to get her to her better place. Here's where we need to check our understanding of what wealthy place means. The Hebrew word here is revaya. It means a place of abundance, saturation, fullness. Yes, it can mean financial wealth, but it is so much bigger than that. God is taking you to a place where you are wealthy in wisdom because of what you've learned in the fire. He's taking you to a wealthy place where you're wealthy in character because of what you've developed in the water. You're wealthy in faith because of what you've discovered about God's faithfulness through it all. Think about this. If God just dropped you into your wealthy place, you will not handle it well. If God just dropped you into your wealthy place without the journey, you wouldn't be ready for it. Fact. The fire develops your perseverance. The water develops your faith. The people riding over your head, they develop your humility and your hunger for something better. For something way better. Now let's talk about this phrase, you let people ride over our heads, for just a few more seconds. This is crucial because it's not just about oppression. It's about God using even unfair treatment to position you for your wealthy place. So those areas in life where you have been treated unfairly, God wants you to see it as His strategy to put you into your wealthy place. This is the perspective shift that God is giving to somebody right now. Every boss who overlooked you was developing your leadership skills. Every friend who betrayed you was teaching you discernment. Every person who counted you out was building your comeback story. The psalmist understood something very profound, that God doesn't just allow random suffering. He orchestrates experiences that prepares you for where He's taking you. The people who ride over your head aren't your enemies. They are your unwitting trainers. If you can just see it that way. That is people who have been so unfair to me. There's people that come to me. There's people that are like my enemies. They're not really my enemies. They're like my unwitting trainers. They're training me for something better. That's the mindset shift, the perspective shift that God wants you to have as you're hearing this word. And the wealthy place, that wealthy place is your inheritance. It's not God might take you or God hopes to take you. It's God brought us to a place of abundance. Past tense means it's already done in His mind. Your wealthy place isn't a possibility, it's a promise. The fire you're in right now is not permanent. The water you're going through is not your final destination. The people riding over your head, they're not your permanent reality. God is taking you to your wealthy place, and everything you've experienced is part of the journey. It's part of the journey. I want to leave you with practical steps, how to navigate this journey to your wealthy place. I'm giving you an action plan for free. You can thank me in the comment section. Number 1, reframe your perspective. Stop seeing yourself or your struggles as punishment and start seeing them as preparation. Ask yourself, what is this fire developing in me? What is this water teaching me? Document your journey. Trust the process. Look for the reasons and prepare for arrival. Start thinking like someone who is heading to their wealthy place. What skills do you need to develop? What character qualities do you need to put up? What relationships do you need? Use this journey as a time to prepare. And as I close, I know you're tired of the fire I know you're exhausted from the water. I know you're frustrated with people riding over your head, but Psalm 66:12 is God's GPS coordinates for your life. He's not keeping you in the struggle. He's taking you through it to get you to your wealthy place. Your current situation is not your final destination. It's not. The fire is refining you. The water is strengthening you. The pressure is preparing you. God is taking you to your wealthy place, and you are going to arrive with everything you need to thrive there. This is your word today. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know what fire or water you're going through right now that you're ready to see as preparation instead of punishment. And please do not forget to subscribe, because we're unpacking biblical, more life-changing biblical truths every single week on this channel. I'll see you in the next video. God bless you for sticking around with me. Take care of yourself. Stay safe and stay blessed.